Hi! Today we're going to learn how to play the notes A, B, C sharp, and D on the violin. We're going to review what we did last time, which was to prepare silently the left hand by first putting an X at the base joint of our first finger, and then putting a line at the end of the base joint near the palm. And then we're going to add one more mark, which is the fingernail friend. And as you can see, I drew, right here, I drew a smiley face on my first fingernail. We're going to use that first finger friend in a minute in order to play one of our notes. So after you have marked your hand, let it dry. And then we're going to review really briefly what we did on the pencil last time in our last video, which was just placing the fingertips on the pencil, letting them separate the first finger about an inch, putting your thumb between first and second finger or across from first finger, and lining up that X along with the pencil. So feeling that, the clinging feeling of the fingertips. After you are good at that and you've practiced that a lot, you're ready to try it on the violin and then actually do the next step. So let's pick up our violin. We'll stay in rest position for a moment. We'll go into playing position by doing Statue of Liberty. Find the end button, put the violin on top of your shoulder, touch the end button to your neck, and find the chin rest with your chin. Now, today, we are going to practice playing a note. So in order to play a note on the A string, first of all, we need to find the A string, and that's going to be your second string over from the right. And we make a helicopter. We can fly that helicopter around till we touch the corner of the fingerboard right here. And let's just pluck about an inch down over the fingerboard, and that is your A string. Would you try 4 A's with me? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's A, and that's the string we're going to be using for the notes that we're playing today. Now check once more that your line is still lined up with the E string, and that your thumb is still nice and loose and you can tap it. Also make sure that there's a little bit of space underneath your thumb, between your thumb and the neck. Alright, now we're going to take the first finger where we had our fingernail friend, curl that finger up, and so that you can see the smiley face looking right at you. And let's place the tip of that finger on the A string. The inside corner should be the place that touches the string. So instead of hitting it right in the center of your fingernail friend, just put it slightly to the left side of his face, but on the tip of the finger. And then we're going to pluck the A string. So feel the clinging of the finger to the string, make your helicopter, touch the corner, and pluck what you get when you have that first finger down clinging to the string. Alright, and if it sounds like that, then it's in the right spot. That note has a name, and that is alphabetically the one right after A, which, as you know, is B. So we're going to call that note B. That's the name of it. So you may or may not have it in the exact right place, even though it could be in the right shape. So if you feel that it doesn't match to mine, then your finger might need to move a little bit. And so one way you could move is just curl it up, like separate it a little further from your other fingers, which may sound like that. Or your finger might be up a little too high, like that. So all you do is just slide it, sort of like a train riding on that rail, until you find the spot that sounds like that. Some violins come with tapes from the store that you're renting it from, and in which case the B should sound like mine if you put it on the tape that's the first tape after the open string. Alright, so that note again is B, and now we're going to just take a little bit of a break. Your hand is probably tired, your arm's probably tired, so just swing your arm. Keep a hold of the violin with your jaw, and you can hold it with your right hand too. Alright, good. Now let's swing it back up. Line up that X one more time, line up the line, tap your thumb, and then brush along the instrument, making sure that the line stays in line with the E string. Go all the way back to low position. Let's curl our fingertips and put first finger back on B so that our fingernail friend is looking right at us and you're on kind of the left side of his chin, I guess. And pluck that note. Okay, and that is B. Alright, and now we're going to practice playing a little song. We're going to go A and then B. So we're going to alternate. So let's start with A. We'll do A 4 times, then B 4 times. Ready, play. A, now B. Notice I gave myself a tiny bit of time to put my finger down. Alright, and let's try 4 Bs and 4 As. Ready, play. Good. When you don't have any fingers down, that's called an open string. So we'll call that open A, and then B is your first finger. Very good. Alright, so let's go in rest position. We're probably a little bit tired again, so we can rest. You can swing your left arm a little bit. And the next finger, as you can imagine, that we can go in order. So after we put in first finger, we're going to add in the next finger. It's the second finger. So let's go back up into playing position. Statue of Liberty. Put it on top of your shoulder. Touch the end button to your neck. Jaw up and over your chin rest. Line up the X. Line up the line. Do a little bit of brushing. Maybe tap your left thumb to make sure that it's loose. Okay, and then go all the way to the end of the fingerboard. Curl up your fingernail friend. Place it on B. Check the B with your helicopter, going over to the corner, about an inch down, and pluck that B, and just match it with mine by sliding your finger around until it sounds like B. And then the next finger that clings to the same string, the A string, is your second finger. So put down the next one in a similar position, and remember we separated the first and second fingers by about an inch. This is the next finger, the second finger. And as I said, the next finger is also going to be the next alphabetical note. So you have A, then B. As you can guess, it's C. And there's a special name for this one. It is called C sharp. So C sharp sounds like this. See if you can match your finger to that sound. And you should also just a reminder to get the fingertips to cling to the string, just like that, for 1 and for 2. Alright, good. Tap your left thumb. Alright, good. Now let's play 3 C sharps, 3 Bs, and 3 As. So we're going to go backwards. Ready, go. C sharp, 2, 3, 4. Now B, 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 B. Now open A. Very good. I'd like to try going from open A to B to C sharp now. So let's just make sure our hand's in a good position. Ready, A. 1, 2, 3. Now B, 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 C sharp. 2, 3, 4. Hey, good for you. All right, very nice. You can maybe swing your elbow a little bit if you're feeling like you're getting tired. And I think we'll go back in rest position as well. Take a little break. So swing your left arm, and you really learned, now you know 3 different notes. And as you can guess, our next note is called D, and it uses the next finger. So we're going to go back up into playing position, Statue of Liberty, put it on your shoulder. Okay, line up the X, line up the line, tap the thumb a couple times, and brush. Go all the way to the end of the fingerboard, curl up that fingernail friend, put it on just the inside corner of that finger, find your B. Make sure your thumb is across from 1 or across between 1 and 2. About an inch there to C sharp. And now D has a very special place. It is going to just touch C sharp super tightly and very, very close. And that's D. So if it sounds like that, then you're in the right spot for your third finger, called D. So let's play 4 Ds, 4 C sharps, 4 Bs, then 4 As. Okay? Here it is again in case you need to find it. Excuse me. Now if you have tapes on your instrument, you'll notice that each tape is associated with the same finger that goes with it, one finger per tape. So this third finger has a tape as well. I would recommend that you make sure, if you're on the tape, that it also sounds like mine. If your tape is a little bit out of tune, go ahead and move your finger to where it sounds right. Okay, here we go. 4 Ds, 4 C sharps, 4 Bs, and 4 As. Ready, play. D, 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 switch, C sharp, switch, B, switch, A. Very good. Alright, we're going to go backwards, so from open A up until D, 4 times each. Okay, as you place these fingers, just keep checking that your X is right lined up, your line is visible. Tap your thumb. Here we go. Ready, play. A, then B, 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 then C sharp, then D. Awesome job! I'm so proud of you guys. Alright, so rest position, and I'm really happy that you're able to play 4 whole notes, open A, B, C sharp, and D on the A string. And after that, you're going to be learning some notes on other strings, and you'll be able to soon play a scale, which is one of the building blocks of music.